So Mozart is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mozart drill.
Mozart drill remix.
God.
Just imagine for a moment, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
you are a WWE superstar, and
Okay.
they ask you, "Hello, undefeated PokeTuber WWE superstar extraordinaire. We need you to pick your entrance music. Now, keep in mind, it has to be copyright free, or we're gonna have to dock your pay." Just so
Oh,
happens that the rights on this Mozart drill remix just went up to the public. Like, you can use it freely. And you put that on, and then all of a sudden you just walk out doing your stupid little dance when you go down the ramp, and it's your and but there's like a drill beat to it, and you're just like the coolest guy anyone has ever seen.
So true.
And now
So
you might be
true.
wondering, what was the point of that hypothetical situation? I just wanted you to feel good for a minute.
Thank you. I really do
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Amadeus Mozart. Ugh.
The only thing that's going through my head right now while you're talking about this is the fucking epic rap battle.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was gonna say, do you guys remember when
versus
Mozart?
Skrillex?
Oh,
Do you remember
know,
Mozart
that
beat
my
was-
Skrillex?
God.
Wait,
Holy
you know,
shit.
He said
epic rap
bangerang your
battles-
mom, bro. That shit went hard.
Dude, ERB dropped a video like a week ago.
Yeah,
like a brand new one.
It was
What?
it was Jeff Bezos and it's
Mansa
like
Musa.
Mansa Musa, yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Dude, Mansa Musa fucking rolled Jeff Bezos. Fucking
Oh, of course.
rolled him, dude.
What a quote! What a quote!
Yeah,
They got like an actual rapper though for that. Like, I
yeah.
follow that guy's music. He's
Oh,
good.
really?
Dude,
Yeah.
Snoop,
Wait,
Oh,
you're-
that's sick.
Snoop Dogg has
Wait, it wasn't
been-
the real Jeff Bezos?
No, it wasn't. No, but like,
What?
Snoop Dogg has been in one of those videos.
Yeah, he was
Mhm.
No, he was Moses. He was
He was
Moses.
Moses.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did not know that. That's amazing.
Yeah, but that was when he was Snoop Lion.
Oh, really?
Ah.
That was during the Snoop Lion phase.
Oh.
Like,
I forgot.
I remember that
even
because that's how I
existed.
found out. That is literally how I found out he went through that phase.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Is he back? Is he
What?
back to Snoop Dogg now?
He's
Snoop Dogg,
been
yeah.
back to Snoop Dogg.
For a
It's like a
while.
Jekyll and Hyde thing.
That's what
so
I was
you're telling me-
expecting too.
You're telling me that Mercury just gets 3 words and we all get 1. That wouldn't be fair. I think it'd be much more fair if we distributed the words in a way where you say welcome, I say 2, Ash says the, Mercury says route, you say 1, and then I say podcast. And then Mercury and Ash can just get nothing, you know?
Or I could
Oh
just
my
yoink
God.
the entire thing. Welcome to the Rat One podcast. We didn't really.
That part never happened. Nothing ever happened. So cool. So cool. So cool. So cool. So cool.
So cool.
So
So
cool.
cool.
I'm sorry.
All right. Welcome to Rat One podcast. We didn't really celebrate it being episode 10 last time.
Yeah, I thought about that. I'm like, wow, we really didn't like say anything for that, but you know.
Episode 11 now.
Listen,
Yeah.
why would we celebrate 10 episodes when we're gonna celebrate the inevitable 500,000? Like, come on.
Oh god.
True.
True.
But yeah.
Assault and battery.
Wanted to touch upon the Patreon stuff, which
Yes.
it is likely launching when this episode is up. It will be in the link
Yes.
description. Hopefully we'll have something up for you guys to watch if you want to sign up to the Patreon. We have a few different tiers. One including one where we read out your name at the end of the podcast. So
Wow, we get to
Yes.
read names.
yeah.
Do we get to subdivide the names too, and we get to argue about how we say it? No, we need to get like the what are they called, like the binaural frequencies that turn you into a Super Saiyan if you listen long enough.
Oh,
You
yeah.
ever see those videos? The
Yeah,
comments
yeah,
on those
yeah.
videos are phenomenal. It's like
They're
I can
hilarious.
I
feel
feel
my power growing.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, hold on. Go ahead. I'm gonna pull up a couple of comments from those because those are my favorite.
All
Oh
right.
boy.
So we have some plans for that. We want to do like movie watch-alongs. We want to do just like extra content in general. I'm not sure if you guys were down for it, but I think we should watch Willy's Wonderland together on the Patreon at some point.
Holy shit,
course.
yes.
Because Marcos
yes.
found out about Willy's Wonderland, and it's...
I have heard terrible things about that movie, and I would
No.
love to watch
It's
it.
not
It's
terrible.
awesome.
It does everything it sets out to do perfectly. That's the only way to say it. It
Doesn't
didn't
he only
try.
speak like one line?
He doesn't speak
He doesn't
any.
speak any.
He doesn't speak any. He is literally the Doom guy. He just fucking
Yeah.
walks up and punches a bunch of animatronics, and it's fucking
That
awesome.
is amazing.
And he reacts to none of it. The first one goes, "I'm gonna eat your flesh," and he just starts beating the crap out of it.
with like a broom. He just like goes
Yeah.
whack. and,
What?
And they don't have blood, they have oil. They instead of
yeah,
blood,
yeah.
it's like oil. It just like goes
Of
everywhere.
of course. They can't, they can't show blood for the kids, dude.
Yeah.
That would
Okay,
not
I
be
found
good.
it.
Dude, it's
I
like
found some comments.
it's like, yo, it's good. Taking over Michael here because his audio cut out and I need to explain what he was saying. So some other ideas for content we have basically doing bonus episodes, but we're doing other stuff while recording the episode. Like, we could all be doing stuff in the underground in BDSP, or playing a game like Minecraft, or doing, like, shiny hunt races or something like that. We're still in the early stages of figuring out what we want to do with the Patreon, but, we do have some ideas, so if those ideas are interesting to you and want to see them, link for the Patreon is in the description, so if you could support us, that'd be greatly appreciated. Unfortunately, we won't have anything uploaded as of the uploading of this recording. However, we do have plans on uploading some stuff later this week, including a watch-along of Willy's Wonderland, which is the movie we just discussed. So if that's something that you'd be interested, check it out in the description below. How do I...
All right.
Fuck, how do I
hold on,
transition?
hold on.
Alright, we've got the
I got
comments.
it.
We got the comments.
We got the comments. We got the comments. So
let's
this
go.
is a video on YouTube called Ultra. It's all caps, by the way.
course.
Ultra Instinct Consciousness Activation Frequency, and then in regular, normal capitalization, 432 hertz Ultra Healing Vibration, and then in all caps, binaural beats. Worked April O Live 10 months ago said worked instantly. Thank you so much, beautiful soul. Huckleberry Share said, "Whoa, this is amazing, intense. I'm floating. I'm in love. I am blessed. Thank you."
They are blessed.
How many people have watched that video?
This has 52,000 views.
I-
And it has
I just-
178 comments.
I like to think that there's like 52,000 people out there that just like have Ultra Instinct and are like flipping around and shit.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand. Listen, when this video gets 100,000 views, we'll finally have reached the 100,000 SpongeBops that we need to defeat Goku.
True.
It's like,
No,
it's like
no.
that-
Smash players have Ultra Instinct for showers. If you, if you don't believe me, you can literally go to like a Smash tournament with like Axe body spray, even though it's like the worst one you could be using to substitute a shower, because you don't do that. But they'll even dodge that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Dude, it's a
but I
fucking-
will say, if someone approached me with fucking Axe body spray and tried to spray me with it, I would also run away. Hater.
He is a little hater.
Of course it is.
Yeah, and
Of course we're haters.
looks back, and
Yeah, Ash, have you listened to this podcast?
Yeah, we are just all little haters.
Speaking about hating, Dynamax time, baby. We're talking about it again. Let's go. So I realized something about Dynamax, and it was literally like 30 minutes before I hopped in call. I realized something that like is a problem about Dynamax, and it doesn't even have to do with Dynamax. So I was just scrolling my team builder, and I was looking at my BDSP teams with Latios, and I'm like, man, imagine if this thing got Mystical Fire in this game.
Mhm.
Because Scizor
That'd
is
be
obviously a major threat. And
Oh wow, yeah,
the
that'd be
thi-
awesome.
The thing is, it wouldn't be awesome.
Why?
Because Scizor is like the check to Latios. You're just like ruining the check. Right?
Hmm.
So, my thing is, wait a minute, this is like one of the main reasons why Dynamax is a problem, and doesn't even have to do with Dynamax. It has to do with the fact that in Gen 8, everything gets like everything in that game.
Yeah.
Like, think about it, right? So one of the more like popular mons is Sun and like Venusaur, right? What did Venusaur get in Gen 8?
She got to hit all of its counters. Weather ball with fire, earth power with quake. Holy shit.
Someone watched Sun series of VGC in 2019 and went, wow, Venusaur sure is great, but I wish he was better.
Yeah. And it's like
then they added him in Series 3, and they went, wow, Venusaur's broken. I wish he was better.
I wish he was better. Dude, they buffed Venusaur like 3 times. It's insane.
Yeah.
And it's like this is like the main reason why Dynamax is so busted, right? Because
you get all those coverage moves.
They gave everything either coverage moves or stronger stab moves that give you like an incentive to do it, right? Like think Mystical Fire, you run it on like Hatterene and you get max flare, and it's the same for Latios and Latias. Like obviously you're not gonna be Dynamaxing Latias too often, maybe Latios, but you don't really see that often enough anyway. But like it's just like, whoa, you gave these guys like insane moves. Like we were talking about it earlier in Call. Zapdos has Hurricane in Gen 8 in Sword and Shield.
Honestly, Hurricane Zapdos was a very based buff.
It was like
it should have stayed.
It should have stayed, but like at the same time, it's like you look at BDSP Zapdos and what does it get? It gets Pluck.
Shout out.
Well, yeah, because
Michael, as you say that, real quick, shout out to Dig Scissor. Or not Dig Scissor, Dig Bisharp.
Dig Bisharp? I love Dig Bisharp.
Hey, Dig Scissor just as strong, though. Isn't Dig like 60 base power or something, or is it 90?
Wait, does Scissor get Dig? Okay, no, Mercury, you continue.
Literally everything gets Dig. Oh, it doesn't
I'm
get
checking
Dig.
if he gets it one moment.
It doesn't.
Continue the conversation. Oh, never mind.
But yeah, like
it doesn't even get Sandtomb anymore. This game sucks.
But yeah, like shit. Like no, Ash is right though. She brought up Dig Incineroar. Bisharp does not hit Incineroar.
It's not supposed to. Yeah, it's not
like,
supposed to hit it.
Look, I get it. Haha, funny, silly. I'm hitting the Incineroar with my Venusaur. How do I counter this thing now? Sort of thing, right? Like I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it in general, but like it's like I'm fine with
the
it.
Combination.
I'm fine with it in like a casual sense. Like this is haha silly. I'm able to kill your Incineroar with my grass type. I hope to never fight that in like a serious setting ever.
Yeah. Yeah. Your point makes a lot of sense though. It really is just the sheer amount of coverage that everything got thanks to the new breakable TMs and the TRs and the Isle of Armor tutor moves. We go through the same kind of cycle when we got tutor moves just in general. Like I remember a lot of things now don't get Tailwind that they used to in Sun and Moon. And so a couple things like Rabombi had a slight viability and now it's just kind of doo-doo. So
I will say though,
right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
I think I'd rather take
the options.
this.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather take this timeline where everything gets like moves like that, like Mystical Fire, like Hurricane's a good example, rather than Hidden Power.
Yeah, that's
that shit is cringe.
I think the ideal balance is everything gets good coverage within reason, because obviously they won't give certain moves to certain Pokemon. Like they gave like a lot of fairy types access to Mystical Fire because it gives them an option for hitting steel types, and it makes sense within lore, you know?
Yeah.
But when Dynamax is gone, that's when it's at its best, and when Dynamax exists, that's when it becomes bullshit.
Yeah, in a context without Dynamax, these changes are like really good. Like Earth Power on Venusaur doesn't become completely insane because even like in Dynamax you get the special defense boost, plus you get this like massive hit on any like fire types or like steel types that you couldn't have earlier.
Yeah, it's the power boost that really makes it. What I'm saying, like I'd rather them do the TR approach.
Yeah.
I think a good example as to how this works without Dynamax is literally Series 10. Because if you look at like Venusaur in Series 10, it was strong, but it wasn't busted. You literally you could be running Earth Power or Weather Ball, And Weather Ball in the sun usually wouldn't KO a Zacian. You had to earn the KO in a different way.
Yeah. You'd have to get like chip on it first beforehand.
Which is great with Vinelash Smile.
Yeah. It's like it's weird because like it's balanced, but like do I like that? No, we've had this conversation.
Rocket Tag balance.
Yeah, we've had like the fake balance.
We've walked about this before. Me running Hidden Power Ice Regieleki to beat Lando. Max for Max Hailstorm.
Literally every Lando would have to be AP. Literally every Lando has to be AV at that point if Hidden Power exists within Dynamax.
Yeah.
That's so... Oh, I didn't... HP Ice Aleki. I don't like that at all.
So, this is actually like a testament to how, like, competitively, like, tuned, I think, is the best way to put this. This game was. Like, they cared, I think, when they were giving some shit.
But yeah, they
there might have been some oversights. There might have been some oversights, like giving Venusaur the ability to hit fire steals. Just all of the shit that beats it.
Hey man, look, I'm fine with him. I'm honestly fine with it because Zacian exists. That's the only reason why I'm fine with it existing. But like,
Zacian needs as many checks as it can get.
Otherwise, no, please stay away from me.
I like this form of balance for the problem at hand, which is these dumb power creep Pokemon like Zacian with these absurd stats and abilities and moves. But I do think that there's a better angle to tackle the problem at, and that's just don't make the fucking dumb broken mons. Like,
yeah. Just like make mons the additive to the game, not like, oh, this is just going to be strong.
Multiplicative.
Yeah, because you're adding something to the game. Add something to the game that deals with like current meta shit. So like for example, Marco's brought up Galarian Zapdos once. That thing was made to beat Incineroar. Like Defiant fighting type, you know, that thing was made to beat Incineroar.
For sure.
Like stuff like that is good. Stuff like Zacian, where you +1 attack.
You can just beat anything.
One of the highest attack stats in the game.
Best typing.
Fast, kinda bulky. You know,
very bulky.
Just gonna be fucking
a little bit hot.
Marcos?
Yeah, a little bit crazy.
You're a little strange.
Sorry, I thought we were just throwing out adjectives.
You're a little strange for that one. Anytime someone makes a joke like that, I think about that one Xerneas picture, and I have nightmares.
Xerneas?
Are you talking about the cosplayer?
Not the cosplayer.
I don't know what that is, and I'm a little scared to learn.
Good. I will not educate.
That was a good cosplay.
It was, no, cosplay good. I've
wait,
never
actually,
seen
I do know what you're talking about.
Do you know what I'm talking about now?
It's like, it's got its back legs across.
Yeah, that one.
Yo, you want some cakes, bro?
I fucking hate that one.
I'm gonna need some context later.
No, no, you don't.
But yeah,
TLDR, Xerneas with the fattest ass you've ever seen.
But this is like another thing where
terrible,
where I'm like, this is why I like BDSP in comparison, because you don't have this coverage, and it's more like, this counters this. Like, Scizor is a wall to Latios, Cresselia. Like, this is why it's good. There isn't gonna be Randomon that's just gonna smack you because it had a random coverage move to deal with you. It's like, oh yeah, another example is like Scorching Sands on Charizard, where you can where you can just like you can just Scorching Sands of fucking like you run
ground.
Scorching Sands for Colossal, but it just like so happens to be Heatran as well, right?
Yeah,
and it's like a big like everything gets everything, and now we're sad.
Yep.
Dude, I'm just imagining Mega Charizard Y with Scorching Sands, and
see, like, that would be nuts.
I'm dying.
But it's not like it couldn't run HP ground back then, which is, I think back then, it was stupider with HP, like, hidden powers and stuff like that, because it's like, okay, the common set doesn't have hidden power, but it doesn't mean that it can't run this, you know?
Yeah.
Now the common set is just always effectively the same thing as hidden power. Like, you expect the Charizard to have a ground move, right?
Yeah.
I hated the surprise. That shit was stupid to me. Whereas now it's almost like, since it's expected, it's like a little bit more
like you can call
it's like the it's like the list of what Pokemon should be checking now like diminished or like decreased.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's less. It goes more to formulaic. It's easier to predict. You don't have to. It's not a guessing game for movesets as much as it was before.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of guessing like what coverage this Pokemon can use, because like currently the best way to deduce it is just like, okay, what are the best moves that this Pokemon gets, right? Sure, it might have like Thunder Shock as electric coverage, and that's the only electric move it gets, but it's just not going to use that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Like,
exactly. That
like,
is not good enough.
Yeah. But if it's like HP electric, then that is going to kill your Gyarados. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah. I take this timeline over that. I want to see what this timeline is like without Dynamax, though.
Well, it's like I feel like it's
that would be cool.
So in a Dynamax context, it's choosing the lesser of two evils. Obviously, this is the lesser timeline. Like, this is definitely the one that we want. But like in a non-Dynamax format, like I mean, in every situation, the having coverage instead of HP, like, is way better.
Yeah.
But, like, in a non-Dynamax context, I think it's, like, really good. Because, like, it's not, like, explicitly just gonna destroy a team because you have coverage. It's just like, oh, I have to make sure I don't get chipped into this range, so I die from that. So it's a little bit easier to deal with.
Yeah. I think both of them happening at the exact same time, like, the moveset buff and the Dynamax thing happening in the same gen at the same time was a lot.
Well,
that's why I like Sword Shield so much, just as a game. It's so fucking different. But, I mean, you know.
Well, I wonder how it would go if we had Dynamax without all the moveset buffs. Like, what if we had Dynamax with all the stuff from, like, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, minus, like, tuna moves and shit? Like, how would that go? Because...
Dude, Rillaboom would suck.
Yeah, like, Rillaboom would be awful because, like, Fake Out and
Actually,
Woodhammer is your
no,
moveset.
it would still be good. It would still be good. But losing Grassy Glide would balance it.
You could just take these new good moves away from stuff and they just get worse. Like, look at Coco not getting Rising Voltage. That thing sucks.
Yeah, remember the dream.
No, I'm a
usable.
Coco,
so don't get me wrong. It's not the
Coco
worst
believer,
thing.
dude. I'm a Coco believer. Series 10, that shit was actually, like, kind of goated.
True.
The Alecki that can check Urshifu, like, I get it. I get its usage. But, like, if you think in terms of, like, potential, it having Rising Voltage, or Lele getting Expanding Force, like, that type of shit, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, Latios is a little stupid. You know, like, so... I don't know. It's fun. They're both different flavors, I think. Like the everything has coverage for everything meta, and the I want to call it like an old gen meta where
like
not everything has coverage.
We haven't
you know?
like we've only really had Series 10 to like meddle with no Dynamax stuff in like expanded movesets metas.
Yeah.
I think it was fine. I don't think it was a bad thing. Like Series 10 was pretty fun. I'm not sure I would go with like Nerd Dynamax Series 9. But
thinking about Series 10 though, I didn't really feel the same way about these coverage moves though. You know what I mean? Like the Scorching Sands of the world, the Mystical Fires of the world.
It's because they didn't get that easy peasy damage boost from just clicking Dynamax.
I think literally the 130 base powerness of it to be able to actually hit the things is what pushed it over the edge. Because like in Series 10, I don't think anything was really running like niche coverage moves like that, right?
Yeah, not really.
Not really, no. It was like...
Or at least it wasn't hitting much.
I mean, you would probably run like Mystical Fire on like a Latios or something, right? For steel types and stuff. Like there are definitely like weird examples for it. Like I feel like
nothing was as prominent, I don't think, as like Venusaur running both.
like Venusaur ran Earth Power most of the time.
I suppose
like,
it also ran Weather Ball. Yeah, Weather Ball was pretty big.
Yeah, sure.
But
there are definitely examples.
Weather Ball's just another like change to the gen though, because like fucking everything got Weather Balls.
It became a TM.
That's true. Literally everything.
Yeah. And now only Victory Bell gets it.
Speaking
interesting. You go.
Speaking of making it easier for Pokemon to be absolute dog crap, and what was I saying? Speaking of making it like easier for Pokemon to be absolute dog crap than to be good, Do you guys want to hear a calc I just went off on my own and did for a second that just makes me sad?
Was
boy.
I can't say it. Ariados, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the spider.
It's got
spider guy.
Yeah. It's a hidden ability sniper.
Oh yeah,
and
I
it's
forgot about that.
it's a bug type.
Yeah.
So hypothetically speaking, this thing should beat Cresselia.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, copium out the ass, but yeah.
Well, hypothetically speaking, a stab bug move off of sniper with a crit should beat Cresselia.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's Ariados is the issue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what bug move are you critting?
I'm critting Leech Life because it's more accurate than Mega Horn.
So
Yeah.
you're at a
Right.
scope lens for the 12% crit chance rather than the 6%.
No, because you can run like focus energy, like you're just
Okay,
doing like scope
yeah.
lenses. Right.
Yeah, okay.
So here's where the copium comes in.
This should do 85 to 99, bro.
The 76
No!
to 91.
Yep.
That's
Do you guys
sad.
do you guys want to hear how much uninvested psychic from Cresselia does to Ariados?
102 to 130.
74 to 88. So it's like the same
Okay,
roll,
okay.
but one has investment and is set up. It is literally one of the strongest versions of a crit in the game, and it's just like, yeah, no.
That is quite saddening. I love Ariados. He's silly.
Shout out to Scissor for being like the only bug. It's also part
Dude.
He is the bug.
I went on Shade Vieira's stream last night,
Mhm.
and he was using a fucking crazy team. He had Dragonfly.
Yeah, Mega?
Yeah, Mega. Yes, thank you. He was using a Mega Air Slash Bug Buzz Protect for speed boost.
Oh, was it
and then-
tinted lens?
Oh, it might have been tinted. Wait a minute.
Well, it was probably speed boost.
He had one psychic move he never clicked. That was hypnosis.
Demon.
God.
Demon shit. Yeah, that doesn't get another psychic move outside of hypnosis, I don't think. That's demon
Yeah,
shit right
Sure,
oh
it gets
god.
psychic. It gets psychic.
Oh, it gets psychic? Okay, then it was
Okay.
psychic for just coverage.
No,
But-
it gets
but yeah.
hypnosis.
Nah, because that doesn't hit anything that flying bug would. That was hypnosis. Shade. Come on, bro.
That's funny.
Sonic
But
Merman.
yeah, I was like, yo, that's really sick. And it came in clutch a couple times because, you know, after one speed boost, you're fast and everything, and he kept fighting a lot of Latias and Latios. So, you know, he just gets the speed boost go with Bug Buzz. And it's like, oh,
Yeah.
neat. You know? So there's still some, like, little tech things. Like, I've seen, he was also using Silk Scarf, Ambipom. Fake Out
Yeah.
did, I think, 50% to Infernape, and I think
Holy-
that's really funny.
Oh my god.
That's a really
All right, to be
funny-
fair, it's Infernate, but also nice.
Yeah. It do
Dude.
sadly be an Infernape, but
I like it. I like it when bugs
It's
are
cool.
good. Like when bug
yeah, I love.
Oh my
stab
God,
is
good
like
bug
valuable.
types?
Pheromones
Bugs
are
are hypothetically one of the best offensive types in the game. They just all suck.
Shout out to my homie Araquanid for real, for real.
He doesn't even click bug move. He's a
He
water
doesn't.
type.
He doesn't click bug moves, but he just sits there and is fat, and I think that's very cool of him.
But it's
Yeah.
even cooler
Yeah.
because like its defensive typing's nicer for it too, right?
Yeah,
Bug
exactly.
type, so
It's
you
a
can
good
just
defensive.
ground and then kill back with your absurd water move.
Yeah,
like literally Araquanid and Golisopod are two of the most based ways to deal with Calyrex Ice.
it's very silly. I love your Golisopod.
Shoutouts to my girl Farah Mirza.
Yes.
Shout
I
outs
love
to
Fermosa.
Ledian, VGC legend Ledian.
Dude, if someone gets if someone gets Ledian to work in VGC, please hit me up. I love that silly bug.
It won't be me. I learned Bullet Punch was base 40 power today.
Silly
Yeah.
bug. Points are for viable bugs.
Why doesn't it get like Iron Fist or something?
It does get Iron Fist.
Oh, it
That's
does
the
get
issue.
Iron Fist. It just has like 40 attack.
It has 35. It's lower than you. If only you knew how bad things really were.
No.
But like this kind of speaks to what we were talking about earlier with the whole like it's easy to fuck up a metagame or it's easy to make Pokemon bad or good or that kind of thing. Because like the psychics are good now because Cresselia has like the bulkiest whatever stat pool. Latios is insane because it's fast and has pretty good unresistant
Mhm.
coverage because none of the steals are as good. Like all of these factors can play into just like buffing stuff. Because when the fuck was the last time you saw a bug type in Sword and Shield? When did you ever click Max Flutterby? I bet you didn't even know that shit was called Max Flutterby, bro. You call that shit Max Bug. That's what you call
Yeah.
it.
I do like saying Max Bug, but I did have a U-turn, Landorus. so you can't say
Yeah.
shit.
But that's not a bug type. I'm talking like bug stab.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
okay.
Like,
For clarification,
Currently-
it was Hypnosis, by the way.
Holy
Nice.
shit. Shade,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
because like there are psychic types being used in Sword and Shield, right? Like,
I'm sorry, you tell me there are no good bug types in Sword and Shield. I'll have you know my Pollen Puffamungus is an honorary bug type.
yeah, right. See, this is what I'm talking about.
True.
Bug is like locked to coverage or like support moves right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. The highest used bug in Series 11 right now is Scizor at 2%.
That's so sad.
Really?
Dude.
That's crazy.
Scissor's the best bug type in BDSP and in Sword and Shield. Those are just two very different titles, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the what is it, like the Olympic trophy pedestal
he's-
meme where it's
he's-
like, fuck yeah, partying, and then there's like 2,500 pedestals above them.
Second place, you mean first loser? Are you a loser?
Dude, I miss when Araquanid was good in Sword and Shield. It was a very funny time.
Fuck yeah,
Those
dude, I
serious-
got
those serious
140th place out of 150. Let's go, Scizor. Woo!
No, for real, that's me at regionals though.
Oh no.
That's me at regionals. I hit above the top 100. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm going places.
I'm going places, baby.
This piston Ash uses bug types. That's what we just read.
Yeah.
Isn't bug like your favorite type though?
Bug
kinda
is
hype.
one of my favorite types. It is very, very high up there.
Bug
I was
is my
thinking about it
absolute
the other
favorite.
day, and I realized that one of my favorite types might as well be normal, because I have a lot of favorite Pokemon that are normal type.
Same.
And then, like, I remember Spinda existed today, and I'm like, oh,
Spinda, my beloved.
I love Spinda. Look at him. He's tripping. He's a little tipsy. He's flopping around. He's so cute.
I definitely think of bugs and normals when I think
Spin
of you.
just sitting there like,
Yay!
I'm tripping, Ash. Ash, I'm tripping bad.
Ash, I'm tripping bad. Dude, they took Dizzy Punch out of the game. Biggest nerf for Spinda. Sad.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Dizzy Punch? It wasn't even a good move.
Yeah, it wasn't
They
a
could've
good
at
move.
least
Why
It was
did
a
they
They could
do
have
cool
at least like made it good, and it wasn't even Spinda exclusive. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
like
the Lopunny
Slacking
got
got it too. Yeah, like
I
a lot
liked
of
it on
things got
Lopunny. It just like looked cool on Lopunny to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to share a Spinda story.
Ooh, Spinda story.
Spinda is arguably top 3 favorite Pokemon for me.
Based.
It's like top 5 for sure, but top 3, I love it like so much. To the point where when I was Verlisify's #1 fan, I submitted a Fan Friday that never made it, and it was such a good replay. This is back when I was like a big I hate the metagame like sort of like
Yeah.
Yeah.
just absolute noob at the game.
Mm.
But I did know Contrary was a cool ability. So what I ran was a Focus Sash, Trick Room, Flail, Spinda,
Huh?
and they let off Arcanine and not Arcanine. They let off Landorus and Thundurus,
Mhm.
and I literally just set up my Trick Room, go down to my Sash, and I'm at +1 because of Intimidate, and I literally get 3 KOs with a Flail Spinda at that point.
Holy
And
shit.
it is the crowning achievement of my career, and also like the second battle I ever had.
I love that. I love that so much. I love silly sets like that. Like, it makes me think of that, oh my god, I cannot remember Pokemon names today. The little pink bird thing.
Spritzy?
Pink
Little pink bird.
Spritzy! Yes, the Spritzy. There's a Spritzy replay.
Spritzy. Someone
Someone fucked people up with a Eviolite Spritzy.
Oh,
who had-
that
who
was
set up-
me.
Wait, yes, you were
I'm
the
the
one.
victim
You were
of
the
that.
one who showed me that.
It was
yes.
fucking, oh my god, holy
It was
shit.
so
Yeah, I got
funny.
I got my shit rocked by Spritzy one day.
It makes me so happy.
To the point where somebody that I was literally in call with, just hanging out laddering, like started recording because I got the run back on the guy
Mm-hmm.
on the ladder. Like I played him once, lost, played him again later, and they were like, all right, time to record the run back, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was Encore, Disable, Trick Room, and After You next to Dracovish.
Yep.
So like it would encore you into like a passive move on like Milotic or something, right? Like
Doesn't Spritzy get like Prankster?
no, it's untauntable. It's that stupid
Yeah.
aroma
That's
veil
what it
ability
is.
or whatever it was. Like
Yeah.
and so I'd be like, okay, whatever. I could beat both of these 1v1 with Milotic, right? Defensive water type should be able to beat this type of thing. I get encored into recover, and I'm like, okay, whatever. It's just gonna PP stall itself out of Vicious Rents. I get disabled, so now I'm locked into struggle, and I'm just like, okay, Jesus Christ. But at least Trick Room like went up, which was a stupid play from them because now my partner can attack the Dracovish first, and then it used After You and killed my partner, and I was just like,
Yep.
dude, I'm out of here. Like,
See ya.
I got bodied by a Spritzy.
I will never forget that replay, and I'm not trying to bully you. I just think it's one of the coolest sets that I've ever seen.
It's hype for sure.
Guys, I have an announcement. I'll be honest, this whole podcast, I am paying attention. I am. But I'm also running Ariados calcs because it's just one of those. Did you know Ariados, without a special defense boosting nature, can live modest max special attack crit kiss air slash?
How? What? How? What is its special defense?
Wait, off a crit or like?
It's off a crit.
What?
Actually, wait, hold on. Let me make sure I'm not an idiot. You know what? Now that I think about it,
that shit dies, homeboy.
I gotta be an idiot. There's no way.
Yeah, the head calc don't tell me that right there.
There's no way. Marcos,
base 70
please tell
HP, me. Base 70 SPDF, yeah.
Okay, it was not a crit.
No, but it lives neutral.
It lives neutral. Here's the calc. Check it.
Checking.
Come on, there we go. Check it.
Checking the calc.
Oh, wrong chat. Where's the chat? There's the chat. Check it.
This guy posted
it's in the wrong chat. It's in icons. It's in icons because he's an icon.
99%.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
108 HP, 236 special defense.
You only need max HP SPDF to live non-crit Togekiss. Oh, copium.
Don't make fun of my friend. I'm gonna find one that lives crit.
By the way, on the topic of like Spinda and like bug types and normal types and stuff, have we ever like said like what our top 3 like favorite Pokemon are on this podcast yet?
I don't think so.
I don't think we've done that. Do y'all want to do that?
I'm down.
I have too many. It's gonna take me too long.
I feel like I feel like it's just gonna be Porygon Z, and then another Pokemon. So
Porygon 2, nice.
So when I say Porygon, I mean Porygon and Porygon Z.
All of them.
I'm gonna be honest. E2, I'm not as big as a fan of. He's too round, but I still like him.
I'm really upset. I maxed out both stats and gave him a special defense boosting nature, and he dies.
Yep. But I don't think Marcos has Ariados in his top 3.
It's probably like Porygon, Zigzagoon, and like.
Oh hell yeah!
I don't know what else like.
Urshifu Dark.
No, he will never be in Smash Brothers. It's the third one's tough.
Reggie,
like real tough.
Sorry.
I guess like Pheromosa or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fucking, like, most of the time it's because like I've used it in competitive, and that's why it's my favorite, because I've used it. Like I find I like that I'm like that in like fighting games as well. Like I'll like playing a character, and then I'll just like that character in general.
Yeah, no, that's for sure a thing. That my top 3 changed because of that. When I learned VGC, my favorite Pokemon used to be Flygon. Now my favorite Pokemon's Milotic, because I had liked Milotic before, used it in competitive, and I was just like, holy shit, I fucking love Milotic. So now it's Milotic, Flygon, and then like Tyranitar probably is a third.
That's valid. Huh. I have a problem where it's a mix of Pokemon that I liked from competitive, right, and then Pokemon that I just like because I like. Like Dunsparce is very much up there. Gastrodon is very much up there. Because one of my very first like VGC team that I took to a tournament had Gastrodon on it, and I was like really using it. Beginning of Sword and Shield 2 was very solid. I haven't used it yet in BDSP just because I've been working with a silly team that has Suicune on it. Which Suicune's awesome, by the way. That's the problem.
True.
Like, I have so many favorites that's like I forget that I like them so much. Like Spin. But I'd say
I mean, when there's like 1,000, like nearly 1,000 Pokemon, it's kind of hard to have a top 3. It's, like you can have a top 1, and that's normally pretty easy. But like having a top 3 or a top 5, it's like you gotta have like top 20 for it to like even
for sure
to like be even able to cover any of the ones you like really like.
Because I can list Pokemon I like for sure.
yeah, my top is definitely pretty fluid. Like, it might be Tyranitar tomorrow and not Milotic is number one, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm consistent. Mine's always Porygon. I love that guy. Just a little duck boy.
Okay. So, I can do a top 5.
Good,
I'll do that. Because it's definitely Dunsparce, Gastrodon, Paris, and Parasect. I'm grouping them together because they're both awesome. Quilava, specifically Quilava, because I've always liked its design more than Cyndaquil or Typhlosion. I don't know why, I just think he looks cool.
Awesome.
And then Phanpy, because Phanpy is one of the most underrated Pokemon. I have never seen someone who said their favorite Pokemon is Phanpy, and holy shit, every time I look at it, I just get happy. Like,
my friend Noah in high school's favorite his favorite Pokemon was Phanpy.
Shoutouts to Noah. I agree with Noah, because oh my god, have you seen that little guy? He's so cute.
Never heard of him.
Oh. Wait,
never heard of him.
Fun Phanpy fact. Fun Phanpy fact.
Phanpy fun fact.
Only in I think it may have been Crystal exclusive. I know it was only in Gen 2, but it may have also been Crystal exclusive. Phanpy could learn Water Gun as an egg move. For no other reason besides elephants do that thing where they shoot water out their trunks.
I love that.
It's so cute. I don't know why they got rid of it. Shoutouts to base 40 power water coverage. What are you doing with it?
on base 30 special attack dog.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just very cute, and I like Phanpy. There's my Phanpy rant.
Oh, Crobat.
Nice.
I forgot about Crobat.
Crobat's so good too. Fuck!
I was thinking, I think of these
Ladian.
Pokemon when like I think of like what I think your guys' like favorite Pokemon would be. Crobat came to my mind for Mercury because of Renegade Platinum stuff. So
the gamer,
gamer, dude. Okay, there are two things that are inevitable in a Nuzlocke or like a playthrough of a video game, but isn't like black and white. It's Gyarados and Crobat, because like every game has a cave with a Zubat, and every game has a place you can get Magikarp.
Yep.
And it's like you can use them, and they're good mons.
They're great.
I mean, like Crobat's good for like flying coverage and stuff, and having inner focus is pretty awesome. Even if it doesn't avoid Intimidate in those gems. And then Gyarados has Intimidate, so it's good.
Yeah. I'd say one of the... Oh, sorry.
What? I was gonna say Marcos has got to be like, what, like Golisopod, Murkrow, Spinda, apparently.
Yeah.
I like Swablu.
Base.
I'm
joking. No, I'm joking.
Oh, wait, you baited the fuck out of me.
Swablu these nuts.
I love Altaria. That's like number 4 for me.
Well, Swablu likes to sit on people's heads like a little hat.
I don't know. I'm like the weird Pokemon guy. So in using all these weird Pokemon for videos, I like develop really niche appreciations for how they were designed.
Oh yeah,
and it makes me like them a lot.
I feel you.
So like in that way, yeah, like Thievul's up there. I didn't like him when the game came out. I only like him now that I figured out how to use him.
I always thought Thievul would be cool because of I remember it getting Stakeout. Like Stakeout's such a neat ability that sadly is not on any Pokemon that appreciates it. Because Umbreon's just way better for Thievul.
I would say my top 3, Honchkrow and Gallespot are like tied for number 1, so I'm just gonna call them both as a unit number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2 is easily Spinda, and number 3 is either Absol, or on certain days I might swap it out for something really stupid like Granbull.
Oh, I love Granbull!
Type though. Wait,
I love Granbull! Fuck, dude. Every Gen 2 Pokemon. I think I just love every Gen 2 Pokemon. I think that's what
I don't even play Gen 2. I just like it.
Yeah.
Scyther and Scizor are like some of my favorite
Scyther and Scizor, Crobat, Girafarig, Furret, Sentret, Dunsparce.
At number 10 we have... At number 10 we have number 7, and at number 7 we have number 9, and at number 9 we have... It's the top 10 numbers.
The way that you said number 9, like that's so
number 9. Oh, this is this is as stupid as the fucking what we were doing before the pod with the going through the Pokemon names as the Blink-182 song. The fucking
number 7.
Porygon Z. Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that just reminds you saying Porygon Z and Porygon in the same sentence. Just like reminds me of the Brian David Gilbert Perky Rap.
Yes, yes.
Dude, like the part where he's like Porygon Z, Porygon to Rebombi is like stuck in my head all the time.
It's a banger, honestly.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pokemon Rap, because holy shit, that is a cringe rabbit hole. I will say, I kind of enjoy sometimes.
No, it's good. I mean, like, it's good sometimes. Like the ciphers. The ciphers were fucking banging.
I'm cool with being cringe.
No, listen. The Pokemon Cypher will always fall into that weird valley of this is cringe, but it's a lot better than I expected.
Exactly. It's cringe because of the people that used to be on it that are now kicked off, but it is, in general, epic.
Hey, dude, I remember I used to listen to Surfer. I used to listen to that fucking Velicify song.
Yes!
Dude, no, here's the thing. No, that was fine. My friend Cal... My friend Cal, one day he's driving me home, like, cause we were roommates like a year ago, and he was driving me home from Walmart because I didn't have a car, and you know we went shopping. And he was like, "Oh, I need you to hear this song," and I'm like, "This sounds familiar." It's this guy like rapping about like young Link and shit. And I'm like, "Is this Shofu?" And he goes, "Yeah, that's what his name was on Spotify. I found him the other day," and I'm like, "He's a Pokemon YouTuber, you know?" He goes, "No shit."
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I just remembering the songs.
Yeah, I've been having troubles lately when it comes to playing music for people that I want to like. I'm talking like playing like super deep cut music, like litmus testing people almost, where it's like, hey, if you're not cool with this dumb shit that I listen to, you're probably not going to be cool with me in general. So when I play shit like, I mean, I've played some of this stuff for you guys before, right? When I bring up the like Pokemon references or anything like that, it heavily throws off songs for certain people that I've been hanging out with, and I'm just like, oh man, but that was hard.
Listen, Clowncore was on my Spotify Wrapped.
Let's fucking go.
Is that like whatchamacallit? Insane Clown Posse?
Not at all close. No.
Okay.
Clowncore is like industrial music made by these two dudes who put on clown masks and put their penis in between keyboard keys.
Okay.
Okay, there is a very specific video that I'm going to put in the chat, and I would like you all to watch it either at, like after we're recording or whatever, because it's a very good song, but it just has a photo of a clown on it, and so that's what made me think of clowncore music.
Because like my thing is that you can make any song about anything sound hard, right?
True.
So long as it like musically is good, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
I'm not saying lyrics don't matter, because they do, right? But like there's a way to make lyrics matter and talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about.
Yeah, no, like you can literally put on like a Mozart drill beat in the background and be like, back in preschool you learn everybody poops.
Yeah, right. I mean, bro, my homeboy said a lot of them thought they was monsters. I caught everybody like Pokemon 100%ed. Bro, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I disagree.
Every time I hear like just like a bar that implements video game knowledge, it's I know it's cringe, but it's like it's poetry. It's beautiful, and I get like hyped up about it.
Well, the thing is, like, if it's like a mainstream rapper, like someone that's like huge, and they just include it, and it's not like and it's like a deep cut that people will just pass over if they don't know. That's the best kind. When you go, that was for me.
That's me. That's literally me.
He's just like me for real.
That's us,
dude. There's a I don't know who it is, but there's a song and there's a line where the girl goes like an Alakazam. She doesn't say like Alakazam, magic like Alakazam, like ooh Alakazam, like a Alakazam. I'm like, yo,
because there's so many ways to disguise it, because a lot of the shit in Pokemon is just from like real
I
shit.
can fix her.
So like in that example, it's like, okay, like Alakazam, right? Like to any normal person, it's like, okay, yeah, like magic, like hocus pocus, Alakazam, like that type of shit.
But I swear she says like a Alakazam. Yeah,
like to us, it's like, oh shit, she played Pokemon when she was young. Like I like that. I like the where it's not like an inside joke, but like kind of like that, you know, like
like you would miss it if you didn't know.
Yeah, like a subtle reference. So where somebody that knows what it is gets it, but when somebody doesn't know what it is, it's still hot. That's what I like.
It's that
hot.
beautiful harmony.
Speaking
Don't-
of
Don't get
of
me started on
references.
these motherfuckers that start rapping about One Piece, bro. Oh, get me out of here.
speaking about
Oh.
references, dude. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh,
I've
you've
never
been
seen it.
watching
It did just
JoJo's.
drop.
I forgot.
I've been
that.
watching JoJo's. It's
What's
and,
JoJo's?
And part 6 came out as well. That's
Mhm.
why I started watching it.
Stone Ocean.
Wait,
yeah.
what's JoJo's? Brr.
Marcos.
Marcos, what do you want about? What's a JoJo?
Marcos has watched JoJo. He is.
I
Fucking
think Marcos
I've-
is more into JoJo's than all of us combined, I think.
I've read all of it and all of like the extraneous like light novels and shit.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's hype.
Shout out to Rohan at the Louvre. Banger.
Rohan goes Gucci,
True.
or it's Jolene Fly High Gucci or something.
True.
Like
I love
the
how
fuck
so
are you
many of
talking
those
about?
spin-offs just sound. Yeah, exactly. What the fuck are you talking? It sounds like a shit post.
Shout out to anime becoming mainstream enough to where like shit like that can happen. That's
know,
hype to
right?
me. I like
that.
that.
It happened
'cause it's
before
just-
it was mainstream. It's
just
crazy.
art. It's like just a fucking art form. So like
Mhm.
when art forms mix together and like make cool new stuff, like JoJo Gucci collabs, like all that type of thing.
Yeah.
That's just cool to me.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, man, I can't wait for NFTs to go mainstream.
No.
Okay.
I
know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Listen, I paid $14,000 for this picture of a monkey with boobies and a wig, and I need y'all to know.
If Iraqi just starts making NFTs, I'm just gonna become
Oh
homophobic.
no, that's the end.
okay?
That's
what
the end of
I'm
it.
gonna become homophobic.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't want that on the.
No, and then you like tell this to Iraqi's face, and he goes, "But I'm not gay." And then you break down, and you go, "No!" Everything's just been shattered. Your reality's been shattered.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But
Dude.
yeah,
oh,
I've been
NFTs.
How you been liking it?
I think it's pretty good. I'm up to a little bit into Battle Tendency.
Nice.
I'm a big fan of Joseph. He's better than Jonathan.
He's
I
so
think.
silly. He's
Wait,
so silly.
did you start watching part 6, or are you going in order?
No, I haven't. I like because of part 6. I decided to start like watching the entirety of it because I don't
Oh,
know
okay,
what the
good.
fuck a JoJo is.
Yeah, good.
I know one of them's
Yeah.
one of them's Jotaro.
I will
You
guarantee-
sly dog. I thought
I
I'd
mean-
have to disown you.
I
Yeah,
will
yeah.
guarantee. I want to guarantee that when you started watching it, you did not expect fucking vampires. Please tell me I was not the only
Oh
one.
no! I
He knew.
Like when
There's
it's
no way he didn't know.
like in this day and age, it's hard to not know shit about JoJo. Like and
No.
when the fucking series is called Phantom Blood.
Phantom
Okay,
Blood, yeah.
okay, that I may just be dense for, but I swear I like heard about JoJo. I had seen the memes. I was like, ha, I it'd be funny if I watched this funny meme show. And like Victorian England vampires? Where the
Yeah.
fuck?
My
Zombies
thing,
and
my
shit?
thing was that
Is this the
I thought-
Obama?
My thing was that I thought there was just one JoJo. I thought
you
Jonathan Joestar was the only JoJo.
They're
So
all
at the
JoJo.
end of part 1, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Well, I mean, can we say it? Can I say why it was what the fuck, or should we just not?
I mean,
is-
spoilers for
is-
because
It
like what
is
I
a
want to say,
spoiler,
what
but
I
it's
want to
like
say
a
there
is
are people
spoiler.
Joseph-
anybody.
Joseph isn't blood related to Jonathan, is he?
He is.
He is. He is.
But like, okay, so what happens is that
Arena got pregnant.
okay,
Yeah.
but because there was that baby that she took back with him. I
Yeah,
thought
that's someone
that
else.
was
Well, that's a
the
spoiler.
father.
That's a
That's a
surprise
spoiler.
tool you'll find out later.
Yeah, this is a surprise we'll use later.
Alrighty, I see.
Yeah.
But
Is
okay,
that what,
before
is
we
that
get
the Cujo shit?
No,
Before
that's
we get too into,
Cujo's a Japanese man who
Never shows up.
Joseph's daughter marries.
Before we get into too much spoilery territory, I will recommend just anybody that like that's viewing this right now or in the comment section that like maybe isn't too into anime or that kind of thing. Watch JoJo. It's fucking hype. Like especially
It's
if you like
silly.
Pokemon growing up. Dude, part 3 is literally just like fucking Ash and Gang versus Team Rocket every episode. But
I
with
will admit, I
buff
don't
men
like
instead.
Yeah.
What the?
I do not care for part 3.
Like the weekly monster thing. Like,
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Weekly
It was
fight a guy.
Part 1 feels like a novella, right?
For sure.
Part 2 feels like a bizarre adventure, which sounds weird to say,
no,
but
it's true.
it is.
Very much
Yeah, that's the only way to describe it. That's like the namesake of the show. Part 2 is where it got it.
is. Mhm.
Part 3 is very basic anime. I don't like it that much. Like it becomes Fist of the North Star and Dragon Ball combined.
The irony of it is that part 1, like when part 1 was being written, it was in a very, everything was Fist of the North Star. It was always buff guy saves the day. And so JoJo's had that, but a little bit of flair to it, and that's what set it apart. And then part 2, he's like, sweet, this sells, I'm gonna go all the way in. And then part 3's like, okay, villain of the week. But I don't mind it. It's fun to watch. And then
part 4,
it's fun to watch.
It's simple. JoJo is simple at the beginning, makes itself a little bit more, it gives itself more identity.
Mm-hmm.
Then it gets identity and is very simple.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gets a lot of identity and is less simple. And then it gets even more identity and even less simple.
Yeah.
And the reason that you have to start with part 1 is because you need to go through the whole it's finding out what it is phase before you can get on to, wait, why is this man's superpower the fact that on a Wednesday, if he's standing on top of you and you have a cut on the left side of your foot, that he can control that foot?
Yeah.
Wait, I will say that's a real stand, except for the Wednesday part, that's a real stand.
The title of the anime does it so much justice. It's fucking bizarre, dude. Like,
it's just strange, and that's what's so interesting about it.
No context.
Wacky.
No context. Let me run down how one of the fights went in one of the parts, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no context because I don't want to give spoilers to anybody.
Yeah.
So main character guy punches a brick in the wall to turn it into a snake, which is then like bites the bad guy that he's fighting. Yep. Or some shit to steal the poison out of that bad guy that the main character got poisoned by, to then take the snake and then jam it on himself, like take that snake, make it bite himself, to then reverse the poison or whatever the fuck.
Yep.
And then punch the snake again to turn it into some other fucking animal, and then it walks over to the villain and explodes or some shit.
Yep.
Wait, okay. So
that's real.
My question is, does Hamon ever come back?
Slightly.
It's mentioned.
It gets dropped at Stardust Crusaders, right?
Not completely.
Somewhat. Joseph's, what stands are.
Yeah, I know what a stand is.
Joseph's stand is an amplifier for his Hamon.
Yeah, so there's a theory that why he's so great is because he just had a stand all along, and we didn't know about stands, so we just never saw them.
If you actually look, if you watch the part 2 opening in slow-mo, you can actually see his stand.
He's got it. I do like that reference. I do like that nod a lot.
Well, yeah, because in Phantom Blood, the opening literally plays for, it starts at, Jolene and, Stern Ocean, and then it, goes back until, Phantom Blood,
it's
for
so
all
cool.
the frames and shit. It's, sick as fuck.
I don't know what it is about the series, but, even though that none of the parts really have, you don't need to watch them in order. You should, though, because, it makes you appreciate everything more. It's like, oh, it's like that one thing. Oh, it's
all
like
very
that thing
much
from the other
builds
one.
on builds.
Well, isn't there normally a thing that connects the previous part to the next part? In part 1 to part 2, it's it's Erina and and Speedwagon, and then and then 2 to 3, it's Joseph, because Joseph is Jotaro's grandfather, and then I don't know what the connection to 4 is. I think.
Oh, you'll find
it's
out.
A spoiler.
Oh, you'll find out.
I'll say one thing. It's Joseph again. I'll say that much.
You'll find out.
All I know is there is a guy called Yoshikage Kira, and he has a theme that slaps his fuck and he kills people.
I will
He's
say, yes, you know that he kills people off the gate, but the build-up in part 4 is fucking amazing.
When he does it?
Yeah.
When someone finally dies,
it's so cool. I love the murder mystery.
Because I know that part 4 apparently he shows up in the background of different scenes, but you don't recognize he's just a background character until you actually learn about him.
Yep.
And that's why he's scary. Ooh.
Well, no, it's just very well done.
And then part 5 is Journer. I don't know how they connect to that either.
Oh, you'll find out.
That's the most fun connection.
See, this is what I'm talking. We keep having the exact same reaction of oh, you'll find out, and it's fun to find out. It's like a world building aspect to it.
Wait till you get to the Cowboys. Wait till you get to the
Cowboys. You won't believe what happens at number 1.
And then I know that Jolene's father is Jotaro.
How the fuck did that man get laid? Like, he's such an asshole.
How? How did he not? Have you seen him?
He's
wait. Are you talking about Jotaro?
Yeah.
Or Jotaro?
Yeah.
Jotaro Kujo, yeah.
No, actually, I'm
love
with
that
Ash.
one.
I agree with Ash.
He's kind
Listen.
of just an asshole. Like, yeah, he's
He's a
hot, but he's
himbo.
kind of an asshole.
He's a himbo. He's good.
He's
I
not
bet
a
he wore the
himbo
hat.
'cause he's smart.
Nah, he wore the
He's
hat
just-
during.
He what?
Mm-mm.
The hat stays on
My-
during
yeah.
The hat stays on.
my favorite meme that I use whenever I see Jotaro is the Team 4-star thing where it's it's Frieza seeing Goku's abs and he goes, "Oh my word, you could grind meat on those," and he gets punched.
Yeah, the fucking DBZ abridged.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could grind meat on those.
Dude, DBZ abridged is so fucking old.
Our bridge series in general are just so great.
Dude, I've been rewatching a bunch of abridged series recently. Dude, why is SAO abridged just like better than the original?
Yeah.
Well, to be
It's
fair, the
so
bar set
funny.
very low.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is true. This is true.
Okay.
But it's so good.
Like the writing is like insanely
They
good.
fix the characters. They fix
Okay.
the writing. It's so
Okay.
amazing.
My favorite scene in the entire series is okay, so there's like the scene where Kirito is part of the Knights of the Water
The little
guild,
group.
and he goes out with I forget his name. He's Godfrey, I think, and Kuradil, the guy that was messing with Asuna and stuff. I mean, Kuradil's part of the player killer guild, and he's like, I'm gonna kill you guys because he poisoned the drinks or something. Then Asuna comes over and saves him, and he's like, oh, and that's how it goes in the anime. In the abridged series, what happens is like there's dialogue, and the dialogue is like Asuna's like attacking Kuradil, who's the guy who's trying to kill everyone.
Oh, I know what part you're talking about.
He's like he because he called her a bitch beforehand, and he's like, man, people like to think bitch is an insult, but it's actually a compliment because you're like strong and you know and you're really fucking terrifying. and later on he's like they're like she's about to kill him, and she's like, no, I'm not gonna kill you, it's not worth it. He's like, really? No, kills him.
Yeah.
And then later on, Kirito, like, in the same scene, Kirito calls Asuna a bitch. Because of what he said.
It says a lot about an anime when it's better as a comedy, rewritten as a comedy than it is originally.
I did not do it justice, but, like, watch that episode and, like, you'll see what I mean.
The delivery
really
is just so good. It's because it's a concept that I don't think the whole idea, as far as the things that I've seen, it sucks that the whole idea of we are transported into a game where you die in the game is never treated.
You die for real.
Yeah, exactly. It's ironic. It's such a silly concept, but if you think about it in reality, it is kind of terrifying. And SAO tried hardcore to make it that terrifying concept, and they did not do a good job because they were too busy trying to pander to anime fans and give Kirito 1,000 girlfriends. And it just completely ruined, like, it fell flat on his face. Early on in the series, he meets someone, you know, he's a very cold, I'm gonna be the cool guy. And he meets someone and they die and he feels terrible about it. That scene is the only scene in the entire show. He gets no development from it. He's, like, sad for a couple episodes and then still does not change his actions. In the abridged series, that death becomes, like, a jumping off point for all of his rage. Whenever he hears about someone, you know, murdering someone, he remembers that girl and he feels like so angry about it. And that makes so much more sense. It's just better writing. And yet it still keeps the comedy and the comedic effects. So the abridged improves on the comedy and treats, you know, when it doesn't need to be treated seriously, treats it not seriously because, you know, you can't really treat it seriously because the concept has been so oversaturated. But in the bits when it is trying to be serious, it's done very well. At least in my opinion.
I feel like, okay, so the only instance where I understand why people are like, I don't like anime because it's like this, is if they've watched SAO.
Yeah.
Like,
SAO went full tropey.
Okay,
I died laughing when I said anime fans that want 1,000 girlfriends. Bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's real. I'm laughing because that's a thing that exists. It's like these anime are pandered towards coomers.
Yeah, for sure.
One thing I'll never get is people specifically saying like they don't like anime because they've seen like the weird stuff and like assume that all of it's like that. There's a lot of it like that.
99%.
There's a lot of it like that.
Yeah. This is why I'm so grateful that Demon Slayer is now the popular American anime in America. I am so fucking grateful. That show is so good in terms of not being tropey.
Because everything like is either it's Goku or it's weird like little girl shit.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
That's what people see anime
these
as.
People, bro. Any fucking like anime with the title with girlfriend in the title, you have to be like on day 600 of not taking a shower. I swear to God, those anime fucking blow. Every anime about like slice of life girlfriend, fucking little girls, bro.
It's strange. It's strange.
Bars,
I've
bro.
heard really good things about. Like I know it sounds bad. Rent a Girlfriend. I've heard really good things about.
That one apparently actually has writing.
No, that shit ass. I watched that one too. It's funny. I did watch it too, and I can't lie. I watched it to the end, but like it's ass.
All right, but like it's really weird because it feels like people are super close-minded when it comes to watching stuff. Like because
for sure
they're assuming that stuff is like all like that. There's a lot of it like it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll admit that much. But like when you come to them with like, oh, look at this anime that I like, and they're like, oh, ew, weeb, cringe, weeb.
When that's your first reaction, you're just strange.
It just feels like I'm not sure if it's because it's just like the people I've seen are like, it feels like they're either super old and don't get it, or they're minors and they're like,
cringe bad,
something that somebody else did.
Yeah. Because listen, here's my take. If you like the mainstream people who don't like anime and their only exposure has been like the really cringe stuff, like the truly bad stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Boku no Pico.
They have a good reason to be a little bit turned off from it. From the people who have only heard that it's weird. Shut up. I watched you like go through Snapchat content for 5 hours yesterday.
True.
And every time there was an ad, you would close it and open it again. You were on autopilot all the time. Watch something else.
Please.
Yeah,
I'm glad that it's getting a little bit popular in the this stuff's pretty cool and cringe culture's dead, because
you just gotta keep an open attitude. You just gotta keep an open mind and be critical when it's necessary, right? Because like you said, it's not every single anime is like, oh, I want to fuck my little sister, you know?
Yeah. Thank God it's not, dude. Shout out to Full Metal Alchemist.
God, the out of context edit for this is gonna be.
Oh, fantastic! Fantastic voice clip of me saying I want to fuck my little sister. I don't even have a sister.
Where's our out of context Twitter account? We need one of those.
I want to make one.
Please hire someone. Let's hire someone who cares about the show enough to do that.
I was planning on doing it over break without telling you guys. But okay.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Somewhere out there, we have a biggest fan, and they might not even know they're our biggest fan because they just watch the show like once every 2 months.
True.
I mean,
it could be that bad. It could be that bad.
Like there are people out there like watch every episode when it comes out. Like
shout out to them.
Yeah,
you always see like the first comments and stuff, and it was always sick.
Yeah.
But,
speaking of y'all, shout out to y'all. We've been talking about a shitload of stuff that's like what our favorite stuff is. What's your guys' favorite stuff? What's your top 3 favorite Pokemon? What's your favorite anime? What do you think about JoJo's if you've seen it?
Yeah.
When you go to Build-A-Bear Workshop, do you get the checkered heart, the plaid heart, the dotted heart, or the regular heart?
This is a good question.
And do you kiss the heart before putting into your Build-A-Bear?
Always.
Let us know in the comment section down below.
You have to, bro.
Yo, the phrase "I'm trying to get stuffed like a Build-A-Bear" came to my mind. I just had to say it because otherwise I'd be giggling for the next 5 minutes.
Oh my god,
Bro, I've never been to Build-A-Bear for myself. Like, I've never been to a Build-A-Bear for me.
I want to go with a group of friends one day.
Yeah,
I took Leah to Navy Pier for our 2-year anniversary, and I took her to Build-A-Bear, and I got her the Eevee thing.
Yes, because they're the Pokemon ones.
She is just obsessed with her Eevee thing all the time. She is like, Marcos, look, the Eevee that you got me, and I'm like, yeah. She's like, I just like that you got it for me, and I'm like, thank you.
Gifts like that are like the kind of it's very personal because you made it yourself. And it's something, you know, it's a gift. You were the one who treated her to it, so it's a very good gift.
Yeah, I'm very much like, if I were to go to Build-A-Bear, it would be for like the Pokemon stuff.
Yeah, get you an Espeon.
Yes.
Just an absolute doomer looking dude walking up. This is the first time he sees the sun in 5 years. I'd like the Scorbunny Build-A-Bear, please.
That's me for real.
Yeah.
I want to go to Build-A-Bear. If we ever meet up, Build-A-Bear.
Oh my god, dude! Whenever we meet
Navy Pier Build-A-Bear. 2 of us are here, so it's the cheapest trip.
Whenever we meet up, we're going fucking everywhere, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
We should go to Dave and Buster's.
World tour. Oh my god, yes! I
haven't thought about Dave and Buster's.
I've never been to a Dave and Buster's, but I'm cracked at arcade games at like stuff like. You ever been to like a Brunswick Zone XL?
Yes.
Yeah, like I'm absolutely cracked at those games.
Hell yeah, fuck them up, Marcos.
A what?
I could have ran fucking money matches in the like mega sized, what's it called, Connect 4, like the digital shit, bro.
Yeah.
No, I'm nuts at Connect 4.
Let's go, dude.
They should really release this sort of things as like Switch titles.
Honestly,
like Dave and Buster's Practice.
Dude, I heard this.
Just arcade games.
Heard the Omicron variant gets dealt with real quick because
or
if I'd like
get
it delays.
Get your boosters. I still need mine, but get your boosters.
Yeah, I need to get a Moderna.
I really want us to start naming like variants of the COVID virus after like things that Raven would say in Teen Titans. So like right now we got
Omicron.
Yeah, Omicron, Metreon, Zinthos, you know.
Zinthos, yeah.
That's funny.
Oh my god.
LOL COVID. Haha. Funny virus that's killing the world.
Anyway, you guys, I think it's time for Stack Attacker.
Is it time for Stack Attacker? I really like Stack Attacker.
I got the Stack Attacker variant, bro. I'm fucked up.
The Stack Attacker variant would be so funny.
I used to be able to run miles, but now I'm so tired. My speed stat's 10.
13 speed.
What is it? It's 13.
Oh my god.
Dude, wait, there's shit that's slower than Stack Attack. What the fuck? I just realized.
Yeah, you know what's called Ferroseed. Both of them.
True.
Ferroseed. Both Ferroseeds are slower.
And Bonsly. Bondsly.
Bonds of.
Okay, bye guys.
Wee.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.